What's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Wayne Dupree, and you are tuned into the Political Insider right now. We're broadcasting on our Facebook page, but we're also on YouTube on our Political Insider YouTube page. So if you can't watch it on Facebook, you can check it out on YouTube. And as you know, on Wednesdays and Fridays, we do question and answer. So, if you have any questions that you want to ask us, you put it in the comment section below, and the team at the office is going to send me the questions, and I'm going to take care of them as best that I can. I want to thank all of you for tuning in with us here on the Political Insider. We try to get these videos out and talk about late breaking stories, stories that are going viral, stories that we have on our website on a regular basis. And that's kind of funny that my phone is ringing right now. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I can't take this. Jeez. Wayne Dupree. Real live radio, man. Google, you know what? Google. All right, there we go. All right, now that will never happen again. I didn't know if that was a children's school or whatnot, so that's why I answered the call. All right, here we go. And now, are you serious? No. All right, here we go. So, y'all can send your questions below. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I got this thing going on, and it's Friday. It's Friday, and it's live radio. It's live radio. Okay, so I just got my first question from a guy named Jim. Hey, everybody in the chat room, give Jim a shout out. Give him, hey Jim, thanks for all that you do. So okay. David says, is there a possibility of stopping all of this left-wing insanity without a civil war? Actually, David, there won't be a civil war. I promise you, there won't be a civil war. The word is being used because it's the closest thing that anybody could think of what could possibly come, but there won't be a civil war. Number one, the left will get their tails whooped if it was a civil war, because they can't. The violence that they do is against Starbucks, man. They move big trash cans around, or they throw urine bottles, but they're not gonna do anything major. They're not gonna go out there and carry guns. They don't like guns, and then on top of that, they aren't even qualified to carry them. So, I mean, think Custer's Last Stand and what the left has right now against us. Total. It's not even close. Not even close. So, no, there will be a civil war, believe me. And I'm sure some of y'all out there are probably saying the same thing. There's no way that the left would be able to sustain anything against us if it came down to it. If it came down to it, there's no way. Physically. I mean, you're talking about a whole lot of women over there too, Let's see. Pam, what is your opinion on Paul Ryan? Paul Ryan, traitor, backstabber, front stabber. He hasn't liked President Trump since the beginning. He has not changed his view. He's tried to make it difficult for President Trump. I think Paul Ryan would rather have Mike Pence in the White House more than he would like Donald Trump. If you ever see them all together, watch how he smiles like a little girl around Mike Pence, but then watch how he also treats President Trump. So, I mean, if you watch both of them at the same time, or just watch his mannerisms, okay, just watch his mannerisms. That's the telltale of the whole thing. So, and another thing about Paul Ryan too is Paul Ryan hasn't been the same since him and Romney lost in 2012. Now, you remember before 2012, everybody was like loving Paul Ryan. I mean, he was the young conservative. He was giving great speeches on the floor of the House. He was calling out people. He was doing all these things. And when he lost, when he got blown out by Barack Obama in 2012, he just changed. He just changed. And he changed more along the lines of accepting anything that Nancy Pelosi or Steny Hoyer or Chuck Schumer threw at him. It's almost like they got beat so bad in 2012 that Paul Ryan just gave everything up. For real, he just gave everything up. So my opinion about him is you just can't trust Paul Ryan. You can't. You can't trust him. Anita says, why are there two sets of laws? Because the people that are up on the hill, they write them. And they don't want, they have to protect themselves from things that they write for us. The reason why it's two sets of laws is because they don't want to experience the laws that they provide or write for us. Because they know that if the American people ever woke up and started looking at some of this legislation that is bottlenecking or putting boundaries and chains on the American people, then there are going to be consequences and repercussions. There's a whole lot of these laws that are created to put the government in charge of things, and that's not why the government was created, or that's not their job. The job is not to create programs so that the government can take care of the American people. The American spirit is capitalism, where you yourself, you have an idea, you want to make it work, you try your best, you fail, you try your best, you be successful. It's on you, personal responsibility, limited government. That's what it's supposed to be throughout the United States of America. When it comes to this liberal agenda, when it comes to what the people in Congress are doing, then they're cutting, or they're trying to cut off our ankles so that we don't have anything to stand on, so that we can more food, please, Governor, more food, So two sets of laws, they're protecting themselves so they don't have to go through what they signed for us or put through for us ever. So if they are ever voted in office or whatnot, they raise their salaries and stuff. And that's why you never see any term limits. You'll never see any term limits from them. Okay, you'll never see any term limits from them. They won't attach term limits to themselves. But you, as the American people, you have the ability to create term limits for them by just voting them out of office. That's the best way to do it. That's how I would do it. Okay. Don't love your senator. Don't love your representative. Okay. They are human just like anybody else. They get taken by lobbyists, and you don't even know about it. You'd be like, now, why in the hell did my representative just vote for that? It's because you get into that swamp. You get into that bubble, man. It swallows you alive. It swallows you alive. All right. From Donna, how do you think we can stop them from taking down our history and our monuments? Number one, they can't take down our history. History is always going to be there. Okay, they can take down the monuments, but the monuments are in the books too, and they can burn the books. But history is still going to be there. Look, you don't have to look at any monuments to know that the Democrat Party was the party of slavery. We know it was. Now, liberals don't accept that, but we know it. We know it for a fact. Democrat Party was the party of slavery. Now they always have to come up with a response. Well, the party switched. No, the parties didn't switch. Yes, it did. There's the Southern strategy. No, you don't even know what the Southern strategy was. That's when the Democrats went down south and turned all the racist Democrats became Republicans. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. That's what Democrats have been pushing out there for a long time, but that's not what happened. You know, and I bet you, y'all didn't even know this. Throughout the world, Democrats are red and Republicans are blue. The left is red, the right is blue. Right. Do I have that right? The left is red, the right is blue. The left is red, the right is blue. Okay, yeah. Democrats are blue, and yeah. So the left is blue. I can't even remember it. Okay, I'll just say it like this: in the mid '70s, the United States changed the color of the parties. They didn't change the parties; they just changed the color of the parties. Meaning, throughout the world, if you look at the left and look at the right, they're all one color. Left is usually red, I think, and the right is blue. Whatever. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And I can't look it up because I'm talking to y'all right now. But in the United States, NBC changed the colors. On TV, they changed the colors. They made red, blue, and red. So that was the only change that I know of. That's the only change that I know of. But you can't get rid of history. You can't get rid of it. They can try to rewrite it. The Democrats have been trying to rewrite it for a long time. But you can't get rid of it. And the monuments can be put back up again. I mean, they can put buildings up in a week now. They can put a monument back up. But the monuments are in books. Pictures, the pictures are online. Yeah, they can go and scrub them offline, but you got them in books. You got them on postcards. I mean, Democrats are really dumb. I say it like that. They're really dumb. They think that just because you get rid of the physical monument outside, that's gonna make everybody forget, and it's not. It's not. From Michael, why are the Democrats untouchable? Well, not all Democrats are untouchable. You got different tiers of Democrats that are untouchable. Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, your top tier Democrats are untouchable. They will never see the inside of a jail. They have too many connections. They have too much money. They have hurt the American people, and they got away with it. They'll never see the inside of a jail, ever. And I want y'all to understand that. You know, when we say lock her up, it feels good to say it, but it'll never happen. It feels good to say it because that's where she should be. You know it, I know it, and God knows it. The trifecta is in accordance. But it'll never happen. You'll never see Bill Clinton in jail. You'll never see... we were talking on my radio show last night about Debbie Wasserman Schultz. She won't even see the inside of a jail. Well, she's not on the top tier. No, she's on the second tier. But she knows things that could possibly get that could possibly get some people in trouble too. So that that's where information is power. Have y'all ever heard that before? Information is power. So that's where that comes from. Let's see. Kevin, how can conservatives get the Hispanic who blindly support illegal immigration to fully understand the immigration net? Kevin, to answer your question, because there are a lot of Hispanic immigrants in this country, Hispanic Americans in this country, that are against illegal immigration. So, I mean, I'm trying to understand what you're saying here. You're saying, how can conservatives get the Hispanic who blindly support illegal immigration. If you look at the responses of Hispanic Americans that are illegal, they don't support illegal immigration. They don't. And they also side with us. If you're talking about the Hispanics on the Democrat side, I would say most of them are illegal anyway, and that's just my opinion. But I would think most of them are illegal anyway. So they're going to support the liberal agenda, and the liberal agenda is you accept everybody, and then the government. Well, you accept everybody. Everybody comes in, and the government takes care of them, gives them a Social Security number, gives them a driver's license, gives them a federal job, and they don't have any allegiance to this country. But that's not. Yeah, that. I mean, your question is valid, and then it's not valid. Okay. Because there's two sets. But I hope that you just understood what I was saying. The Hispanic, most of the Hispanic community is conservative through and through, and the ones that are legal here in the United States of America, 8 times out of 10, they're going to back legal immigration, because that's how they became Americans, legal immigration. But they are going to be against illegal immigration and illegal aliens, because they didn't come in that way. All right. From Casey, do you know if Obamacare has been repealed? No, it's not. And it's not going to be. It's not. It's not going to be. Not unless there was some fire from heaven. Or some type of major shakeup somewhere, somehow, because because look, let's see. Should I say that they're all getting a piece of it? Paul Ryan, when he came up with the amendment to Obamacare, he didn't come out with a replacement bill. It was an amendment to Obamacare, and he sold it as a repeal when it really wasn't. And some people understood it and some people saw it. And then other people were like, no, Paul Ryan has our best interest. No, he didn't. But it has not been repealed. And in my opinion only, it won't be repealed. Even though President Trump is going to call for it, and President Trump is really going to have to go out there and start throwing people's names out there publicly. When he does these rallies, he's really going to have to go after these people. Seriously. Senator Johnson, he voted against the repeal, and y'all need to do something about it. That's what President Trump has to do. Murkowski, Collins, Flake, McCain, Graham, y'all need to do something about them. I'm trying to make America great again, and they don't want to help. That's what he should be doing. Okay? Because these people are trying to get away with fumbling and attacking the agenda of making America great again. And that honestly, that's why President Trump jumped on and worked with Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi. Did y'all see that SmackDown? Did y'all see that? Republicans were like, I can't believe he did that. He did what? Well, he did it because y'all don't want to work with him. And I mean, hopefully he has something in his basket so that Democrats don't try to. So Democrats, because right now, I think Democrats right now, they feel like they have a golden doorway into the Oval Office now. That's what they feel. And I hope that it's a false sense of entitlement for them. I do. I really do. I hope President Trump does something out of the ordinary to slap him back down, because Nancy Pelosi was out here talking about President Trump said that he was going to sign the DREAM Act, and he told me. So hopefully President Trump puts them back, puts them back in the thing. Jeff, what do you think about the new spending deal Trump just signed? It was going to happen anyway. Doesn't make it right because they should be cutting spending. They should be cutting spending, period. Just cut back. How hard is it? Just cut it back. Just say no, And I know the liberals aren't going to be happy about it. I know the media is not going to be happy about it, but you just got to do it. You just got to do it. I mean, regular houses have to cut back when they lose, when the father or mother loses their jobs, or this situation turns and you can't pay for certain things. You start cutting back. Well, the government has to start cutting back instead of forcing the debt to increase. And first off, we ain't got no money for it to increase. So the smartest thing would be to cut it back, cut things back, cut off programs, because the program shouldn't be there in the first place. Some of these programs should not have the budgets that they have, and it's crazy that the programs have the budget and the government can't, and the government doesn't have a budget. They just, hey, we need a couple $1 trillion. For what? And where are you going to get it? Everybody else that I know is living paycheck to paycheck. So where are you going to get it? Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. From Michael, what do you think about the Convention of States? It's a great idea. Mark Levin talks about it all the time. It's a great idea. The problem is you just don't have enough people to get out there and do it. And that's a shame, too. There's a whole lot of people that know that they should be doing it, but a whole lot of people just don't go out. A whole lot of people just don't do it. Why? I don't know. They're afraid. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you. It's just something within Americans, and I know I'm going to get some bad responses on here, but America used to have the can-do attitude. They did. The Americans used to be, we can do anything. We're going to the moon. And damn it, we went to the moon, didn't we? We went to the moon. We used to have that can-do attitude. Everybody wanted to pitch in. Everybody wanted to help. Everybody wanted, and it was on a regular basis. Now, I'm not talking about slavery time. I'm not talking about, I'm way past that. Country went through slavery. Okay, fine. And the reason why I'm so far past slavery, and the reason why I don't care about, seriously, really, I don't care about slavery. It happened. It happened. But nobody today was responsible for it. It's a black mark on this country's past. But do I sit every day and look at it? No. But to move past that, this country got to a place where things were working. Things were working. And now you're going to say, well, some people, like the black community or the Hispanic community or the Asian community, felt like they weren't getting their due. Well, guess what? They probably weren't. But they worked. They worked, and they continue to work to be better than the generation that was before them, so that their lifestyles could be a little bit better than what they had before. But things were working though, until the liberal agenda start saying, okay, well, we don't want everything to work. We want the government to start taking over. We want to be in charge. So what happened? Kicked fathers out of the black family in the 50s and 60s. And now they're trying to make white men and white females on the Republican side. Democrats do not like men at all. They don't. And the men that they got it are females. But they do not like men. They don't like strong men. They didn't like the black man. And right now, they really don't like the white Republican man. They don't. It's the truth. It's like every time that They come on there. They're always talking about the white men, white Republicans, white men. Y'all have white men too. Oh, wait. Sorry about that. Those are the ones that wear dresses in the movie. Sorry about that. I really didn't mean. Sorry. All right. I'm getting a little bit too deep in these things. From Joseph, how about Oregon passing illegal gun confiscation law? Yeah, I saw that. Oregon. Hey, guess what? It's not right. It's not. But what you're going to do is a state rights. They do what, it's what a state is allowed to do. If you don't think that should happen, elect new people for the state and change the laws. Seriously, I mean, that's common sense. That's common sense. Last question. Pam, do you think The View should be canceled? I can't stand them talking bad about our president. I can't stand The View talking about anybody. I really can't. I don't watch them because there's a bunch of catty women sitting up there for about a couple hours or an hour, whatever the show is, talking about people, talking about Republicans, talking about Fox News, and giving their side a pass every time. And they create lies, narratives. Mike Huckabee was right. They're irrational. And they know they are. And that's why they complain. I can't believe he said we were irrational. See? There you go. Yes, they should be canceled. They should be canceled and fined for trying to divide America. I mean, big fines, too. I'm talking about like 6 or 7 times their paycheck fine. Yep. That's what I believe. My name is Wayne Dupree, and you've been watching the Political Insider Question and Answers. Make sure you share this if you enjoyed it. Make sure you share it. Follow us here on our Facebook page. Click the like and follow here in the top right-hand section up here. We do this every Wednesday and Thursday, but we put out videos all the time. Thank you so much for sharing them, and thank you so much for participating in this. We really appreciate it. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comment section, or for those that are watching on YouTube, you can leave them in this section below. You might like this, you might not like it. Let us know. We don't have tissue paper feelings, but be constructive and add what you would say instead of I just don't like it, because we probably had somebody just like that too. All right, God bless. Y'all have a beautiful weekend. You can also catch me on my own Facebook page. Just type in Wayne Dupree Show. And for those that have joined me on Wayne Dupree Show, thank you. Thank you so much. Until next week, y'all have a super weekend. God bless.